What's up guys, welcome back to the next video in learning C++ pointers. My name is QD Yazdani and you guys watching my channel Koreawood. Alright, so in the previous video we have shown you guys how to do increment and decrement, and also we have shown you guys how to do your summation and negation. You guys do subtraction and addition with pointers. So we're gonna go slowly moving to array pointers and character pointers. So first, as I've shown you guys in the previous lectures, array. So the definition of array is a fixed size container. As you guys see these brackets, the first bracket, open the bracket and close bracket. That's how we gonna that's our array for elements of common type. As you guys see, that's say if you got a string string, that's a common type which all of them is string, and we can put character string and we can put it inside this container. At first, array is initialized and each values are undefined. So our arrays at first glance, so if you got a say int x with 10 elements is uninitialized, so this one's and all the values inside is undefined. And we, as you guys know, that with the array we can go from the value of 0 all the way to 9. So if it's x10, we go to x, so we go to x and we start from 0, 1 and 9. So the computer reads this from 0 to 9. So that's how our first element is 0. So say int x is equal to 10, then x which the element of 0, and this one's gonna assign 1. For example, this one's gonna be incremented inside this assigned to this array of x, integer x. So now integer x got a 1 inside, and same is works with the pointer. So if it's pointer x, and we can assign 1 to x, it have the same effect as the above. So you guys can assign 1 to this pointer. So as we shown you guys how to do your assignment. So now we have another int which is a pointer y, and this y has got this x now. So now this y pointers have this array of x. So now this array as of x is y pointer. So this y is now is going to act as an array. Y has got everything, every authority on the top array. It can increment, it can decrement, it can do anything it wants. So as I've shown you guys in the previous video, even though we go to a value of x and the value of the integer pointer is going to show up. So now these pointers have got every authority on this array. It can increment and it can decrement. It can do anything that this x can do. So even though if we say this y, so now we put a y and say we assign 2. So now we can assign to this y, no problem. We can increment the y, no problem. As I've shown you guys how to do your incrementation, we can decrement, no problem. And we can say we can do y, and now we assign 3. So this y, and we can go and assign 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever we want to assign. We can assign 100, no problem. So now this y, which is a pointer, this guy here, it have every authority to increment, to decrement, to assign values, to take values out, to do anything it wants with the values. Alright, so even if you guys want to do say incrementation, so as I've shown you guys with the summation, we can do that. We can put this guys of plus plus inside of this y, and we can do say we put a 4 5 here. So now we can increment. That's how you guys increment your array. And I'm going to show you guys soon with the tokenization how we do tokenization with character arrays. So this is an int array of say 10 elements. We can show you guys with the tokenization how we do tokenization, how the tokenization works. And if you guys new to the idea of tokenization is also used in search engines. We're going to show you guys how to do tokenization with C++, and it's very good. We start for you guys if you guys want to learn search engine. So I'm going to show you guys what tokenization is. And tokenization, to split the strings, to split the characters into pieces, that's called tokenization. So I'm going to show you guys what tokenization is. This is an int pointer, so integer pointer we can do shortly, guys. When you guys want to do your tokenization, we're going to show you the character pointers, how character pointers work. So first of all, we're going to go and initialize our array with the strings. Then we're going to show you guys how we're going to do our tokenization with the C++. Alright, so before we start our tokenization, we go straight away and revisit our array. So character string, so we do char, say char str, and we initialize. That's how we initialize our array. So say array of character, for example, ch. I need to do a lot of these little guys here. Okay, so we do I've done 2 here. Okay, so now we're gonna see out our character string. So now we're going to do the string, and what's our string is str, and we're going to do our end line here. So now we have a string of type data type character char, and as you guys, this is empty container, and we initialize our array here, string array. You guys call it string array, character array, and we initialize our string here, which is character, and we're gonna put this here, our string, and we're going to display here. Alright, so we're gonna run. Okay, so we put 1 extra. You're not allowed to put 1 extra. We're gonna go and run again. We see if there is any error. Okay, so you guys see this one. It's called the string is character, and you guys see that there is at the end. So we, to remove this, you guys gonna go in the to null terminator. So we're gonna go here and we put a 0. We forgot to put the null terminator, so if you guys go ahead and put a 0, and you guys gonna see this one, that sign disappeared. And you guys see here inside the C++ we have a null terminator, and that's with the 0 at the end. And if you guys, this is a good example for you guys to see that our string is, even though we put it separate, and it shows in 1 line. If you guys see here, it shows in 1 line. This is called this is a small example of tokenization. That's how the tokenization works inside the programming. So if you guys look at here, all of them we can make tokens. So array is 1 token, is 1 token, fix is 1 token, size is 1 token, and container is 1 token. Same is character. So we have tokenized this one. This is very small, the foundation of the tokenization. So if you guys want to know more about search engines tokenization, this video, this series is the best example. If I'm going to show you guys how to do your tokenization and how to manipulate the characters inside this array. Alright, so now how about if I remove all these and I put a character? So what happens if I remove all this and I put my character here? Okay, so I'm going to remove this as well. I'm going to put a double quotation. Now this is a literal string. So what happens if I put this one character here? We're going to see, and you guys see there is no difference as the previous example at first glance I gave you guys. So there is no difference between that string and this string. So we come to conclusion that doesn't matter if you guys put that the first one and this one is gonna have the same effect. Alright, so how about if you're gonna apply our for loop, for example. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see that for we're gonna go on for loop, and we put I is imaginary number, we assign 0 to I. Now we're gonna do that str I. Now we are subscripting this I, so we want to see every individual character inside this string here at the top. So we want to see the ch, so that's how we have to subscript this one, and we embed this one inside this string. So we're going to see shortly. And now we're going to increment I. You guys need to increment I to reach all the way to R. So we're going to see that see out, we're going to output. Okay, so the output is the individual char or character is, and over here we do our string str and we subscript I inside. And here if you guys wanna do the next line, okay, now we see. Okay, so as I said to you guys before, we want to see the individual character. As you see here, we have a character character. So the individual character is chara character. So you guys can pronounce character. Alright, so as I say to you guys, here you have a character, and we can show you the whole thing. And here if you look at this for loop, we have initialized I to 0, and don't forget to put this int. And here we subscript this I inside this script. We want to see every individual element inside this array. So we're looking for every individual element is chara and start from 0 all the way to R. We want to see that one, and we want to increment all the way to R. So the individual character is str subscript I. So that's how you guys do that, and that's how we do that with the tokenization. Shortly I'm going to show you guys the tokenization, what tokenization is, and how we're going to split the words into small tiny fractions of characters or elements. Alright, that's it for this video guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.